Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen and share the live, please. Don't forget to repost it, y'all. Hello, Jillian with a G. How are you? Hello, Rocky. Adam, hello. Get Smart, hello. Tap and share, y'all. Hey, Boner. Everything is great. Hello, Adam. Hey, Cindy. Hello, Maggot Girl. Hello, Becky the deer. Hello, Lisa. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Tap the screen and share the live, please. We're going to need lots of taps tonight. I am having a great night. I hope you are as well. Hello, Amanda. Danielle. Hello, Kim. Hi. Hello, Melody Rose. Hello, Hope. Hello. I don't know how to say your name. Faded, I guess. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Steven. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen, share the live, please. Oh, he's doing great. He just has a broken wrist, but he's gonna survive. Hello, Blast. How are you? Hey, Hobo. Hello, Whispers. Hello, Sophia. Hi, Lacey. How are you? Tap and share, everybody. We're gonna play a video right out the gate, so y'all are really gonna need to tap the screen. I'm just waiting for her to get in here. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Exposing. You want to go ahead and request? Penny Fairy, if you could request, that would be great. Welcome in, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Blast, how are you?
Glorious. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing really good.
Awesome. Hello.
Hey, Exposing. Exposing is going to play our video for us tonight because Barry's had something to do. Welcome in, everybody. Tap and share. Birdies, how do I get to that dang screen that we need? Bless it. Oh, there you go. And then expand her, right? Aha. My little birdie's so smart.
I did it.
Oh, my Amber's so smart too. Yes, Penny Fairy is amazing. Y'all make sure you follow him if you're not. He's a good dude. We're going to go right out of the gate tonight with the video that is circulating that everybody is saying, well, not everybody. A few creators are saying that we edited, to make Jordan look bad. We don't have to do anything to make Jordan look bad. She does that all on her own. And then Penny Fairy's going to help explain why it looked the way it looked, because he's better at that than I am. And I tried to research it and I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way I'm going to understand that. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It wasn't edited. We took it right off of a YouTube. I don't know why she's saying anything about it anyways. She's literally the one that gave Jordan Paul money. So there's also that, you know. Hello, just me. Exposing, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm sorry?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, now the video I have is this very short clip.
Yeah, just hold on a second. Let me, hey everybody, welcome in.
Okay, I've never, let me see.
You literally just have to turn your, flip it around and turn it on.
There we go.
Okay, just hold on a moment and we'll play it. So welcome in everybody. We had a Jordan live last week. It got cut a little short because I had an emergency with my son. So we're going to continue that back tonight.
I'm going to move this.
And we're going to start off with this video because Penny Fairy has an engagement that he is already committed to. So we need to get this done first. And then we're going to get right into the rest of the stuff. So with that being said, I guess we'll go ahead and play the video and then hopefully Blast can explain it all to us. So if you want to go ahead and play it, you can. And we'll play it a couple times so people can see it that are just coming in.
Okay. At least there's a decent breeze. At least there's a decent breeze.
I mean, to me, it almost seems like she noticed that he was showing and she tried to cover it up. That's just what I got from it. Now, I don't know about video quality and all of that, so Penny Fairy is going to help us understand it because I don't know what any of it means. But to me, it looks like she's seen it in the camera and she set up to try to cover it up until he moved because it was kind of obvious the way she looked over at her camera. So, Blast, if you could help me out, I would appreciate it.
Okay, so, well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Can Exposin mute for a second? Okay, thank you. Sorry. All right, so I'll explain basically what. All right, so the difference is basically generation loss is what it's caused, and that's caused by repeated compression and re-encoding. So, like the original video was uploaded directly to YouTube from Nookie's device. So it only went through one major compression cycle. The file started as a clean, high quality, like original, straight from the camera, meaning all the fine detail was still intact, basically. When YouTube compressed it for streaming, there was still plenty of image data left to work with, so the final results stayed relatively crisp and clear. And that's why you can see Rocky's ribs and like the fur and everything like that. So that's why in the original one, like I was saying, you can see the details, the ribs, the fur texture, shadows, just everything, the sharper edges and everything like that. The other version had a completely different path. And that's what people aren't understanding. A lot of people aren't understanding. It was first uploaded to TikTok, then downloaded from TikTok, and then re-uploaded to YouTube. That's why if you see the video that's out there that they got off YouTube, you'll see a watermark on it from whoever originally posted it on their TikTok account. So that means it went through multiple rounds of like compression and re-encoding, which creates the generation loss. TikTok already compresses videos pretty aggressively, and that's to optimize videos for mobile streaming. The first compression pass starts stripping away fine detail and texture. Then when the video gets downloaded from TikTok, it's no longer like the original source file. It's already a compressed copy with artifacts, softened textures, and lower overall detail are baked into it. After that, I'm sorry, but after that, uploading the TikTok version to YouTube adds another round of compression on top of an already degraded file. So at that point, YouTube's encoder is trying to process a video that already contains compression noise, smear detail, so things start blending together even more. That's why in the TikTok to YouTube version, the dog's ribs weren't as visible anymore. The compression smoothed out the subtle contrast and texture in the fur. So instead of seeing clear rib definition underneath, the fur kind of blended together into softer shapes. It's basically, I mean, the easiest way for me to explain it without all that technical shit that I was just saying is it's the digital equivalent of making a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. So like every new upload and re-encode shaves away a little more detail from the original image. So just picture, you get a photocopy of something and then you make a photocopy of it for someone else. With each one, it's going to get worse and worse, blurrier and blurrier. And that's basically the technical thing that happened to that video. If that made any sense.
I mean, it makes sense now, yes. When I was trying to read it, it made zero sense. So, just to let everybody know, we did not edit any video to make Jordan look bad. We didn't do anything to it. We took it directly from Nuki's YouTube. Because no matter what people send us, we're always going to research it and try to find the original. So calling us, out and trying to make us seem like we edited a video to make Jordan look bad is absurd. She don't have to be made to look bad. She does that all by herself.
Yeah, and anyone that was in the live that day, because I was in that live, anyone that was in that live that day saw the dog. Then I don't know if you're going to get into it, but then the dog was clearly drinking apple juice, and you clearly saw it was apple juice. And then she tried to gaslight people into thinking it was water when it was like, it's mind blowing. So I don't understand why anyone like these creators that are trying to now push that these things were edited and shit like that. Like, I don't understand why you want to unalive on that hill. Like the defending Jordan hill is weird as fuck to me. She's a liar and a scammer. Like, I don't get it, but I'll never understand it. So.
I mean, yeah, I don't understand the whole, like, why try to discredit something that we're trying to do? And we're not up here bashing her. We're not name calling her. We're not body shaming her. We're literally showing stuff that she has shown. We're not trying to paint her in a bad light. We are literally using her words, her enablers, her videos. Nothing is edited.
And for
We
how
would
many
never do that.
years? Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
But like, for how many years has she tried to defend herself with Rocky being so skinny? She's always said that, oh, Rocky's been skinny since blah, blah, blah. The Humane Society came out and looked at him and said he's fine and stuff like that. He's always just been on the skinny side. I have to feed him special food to try to get weight on him. So she even admitted it back then. So like, my mind is just blown by these people. Like, I don't fucking get it. But yeah, the video's going out trying to say that, I know a man in his pity and shit like that was trying to say that it was, manipulated and shit like that. Obviously, it's not. You can go to Nuki's original video. Big shout out to Nuki for keeping all these records for us and stuff like that we can always go back to. So, but that's my opinion. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And if y'all don't follow Nookie, please do. He has a great YouTube that has so many things on there you can find. He's a great creator. He does a lot of stuff. Creates a lot of awareness on a lot of different scammers and beggars. So, with that being said, does anybody have any questions about that? Because we're actually going to lead into another live later down the road about this creator that's trying to discredit us and, talk a little bit about things that she's did. Like she used Penny Ferry's name to send Jordan money. So, she was already lost all credibility when she did that. So, Cotton 4K, stop trying to spread misinformation because it's not going to happen.
Hey, Aries. All right. So, does anyone have any questions? Or I'm still gonna like leave the live on and keep one earbud in while I do, do my nerdy stuff for the next hour.
All
So,
right. Well,
all right.
so there's that. Thank you so much, Blast.
Thanks for
I
having me
really
up here.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Um, Somebody's gonna have to take over a minute. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Well, everybody, I want to appreciate you all for being here for the second part. Like Checkmate said, she had an emergency. There was a prepared live, the second part that we weren't able to get to. There were, Barry's had something that she had to do tonight, so her second part wasn't able to be received. Hello, you guys. Welcome in. And we want to get to how to report Jordan's PayPal, how to effectively get that information out there as well. Like Checkmate mentioned. Okay. Hold on a second. It looks like there might be something happening. So, okay. Thanks, Checkmate.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm back.
Okay.
Good
I didn't know what
Lord.
to do with that. When I saw that message drop down, I was like, oh, hell.
My life, I tell y'all, it is never dull, ever. Anyways, yes, back to, I'm sorry, go ahead, Fallon.
Okay. So like Checkmate said, I think my concern is whoever's listening to this live, you guys understand that the information that is put out over here, we're not ever going to make someone look bad. We're trying to use their words. We're trying to use the things that we see, piece it together, and then put it out here for you guys to see. And you use your street smarts. We cannot help that there are people out there that are like Christina Jimenez, who run around here and is a super enabler and has been running around this app enabling beggars and scammers and those exhibiting bad behavior and abusing their animals for years. Can't do it. The only thing she can do is change her name. Right, Christina? So there's not just that Christina. There's so many others and a couple of enablers that we're going to bring up some more here tonight that have trickled in, that have decided they're going to come over and be under the guise of awareness now because they're through with Jordan all of a sudden, right? But yet they still mod for a dangerous gentleman with a long record who is scamming hundreds of thousands of kind-hearted people based off of those innocent animals. Now, don't get me wrong. They're not malnourished. They're treated very well. But make no mistake, they are being exploited for other people's money because he doesn't want to work. A guy in his pity. And then when you want to act like a jackass and you want to threaten women, that needs to be brought out. But then when you have someone like Caught in 4K, who runs around the app, tucks her tail between her legs, and makes a video to call us out with a video that she claims was heavily edited. Understand this. In February, we went over and had a conversation with you, asked you to come over and have a conversation. We had a really good conversation show, I thought. Then, when we thought we were all clear and all good, you went right back over to your live and you ran your mouth like you thought you were somebody. Now, you can be somebody on an anthill. That's fine. And I know people like you all the time because you say all these wonderful things and you get by and people listen to you and you manipulate them because weak-minded people get manipulated easily when they're being kind to, right? You run around here and you love bomb. They don't have the street smarts to know what you know, right? With your patterns. So when you make a video trying to call out awareness, you call them aware mess, right? And you talk about how this could have been taken care of if they would have just messaged me. Over years, you've been a problem. You have been a thorn in people's sides because you are a terrible human, in my opinion. You made a video to make it look like we don't know what we're talking about over here because you're mad at other awareness creators who do their own thing and run their own platforms. But you didn't have the balls to come over here and say it. But you were in the live. Then you ran over to a guy in his pity and you told him that exposing Jordan Paul had up a screenshot of a malnourished Rocky that was heavily edited. And that we put up a heavily edited photo to make Jordan look bad. Why? Because we told the truth about you giving $5 in Penny Fairy's name? You impersonating the Penny Fairy to give Jordan $5 to unblock you under the Penny Fairy's name. Now we have a huge issue with people running around saying awareness is paying Jordan Paul money so they can stream her content? So you're saying that awareness creators want to watch a precious human life be snuffed out because they want to stream her and make money? But they're paying her, right? Like you paid $5 impersonating the Penny Fairy?
Caught in 4K, not top 4 ways, caught in 4K, is the one who said that we edited this picture to make Jordan look bad. Not top 4 ways.
When all of this started, it was simply that she had an issue with why can't they just message me and have a conversation with me on the back end because that's what adults do. That's what adults do. And I have shown you in the last live, which you can see that live on Checkmate's platform for February, where I did message her many, 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 many times. And I have tried and tried and tried to be kind to 4K. And Cotton 4K, I know that you're listening because you had your little private VIP live and you're running your mouth over there and you're loud. But you're loud and you're wrong. And the kindness now stops. Because despite the fact that I wanted to be kind to you, because many people didn't want me to be kind to you, many people who messaged me about your patterns of bad behavior wanted me to not be so kind. And I buck the system like I always do because it's not important to be mean. Just put the truth out. But you don't know what the truth is, do you? You just run around here and anything that makes you look good to the people that sit at your feet, you want to be that person. Wouldn't you want to be revered for having the truth and doing a good thing instead of being a shitty human like you are caught in 4K? And then it makes me sad that the people who are over there that I felt like are good, solid, kind-hearted people, you're leading them down a path that is no return because you're constantly in their face. You're constantly with your love bombing and you're this and you're kind and you're loving and you're so this and you're Team 4K. Right? How can you love those people but make them feel as dumb as you do when you treat them like they have no brains? You treat them like they have no street smarts. The people that are over here in this chat, the people in these boxes, the people in my comments, they are street smart. They, I promise you, can go into a live and spot some bullshit and a red flag in a heartbeat. To impersonate the Penny Fairy, one of the most loved creators on this app, who busts their ass to bring the truth and not want anything out of it other than for somebody's life to be better and the information to be put out correctly with some entertainment wise to it. And you go after the loved Penny Fairy, and then you come over here with your bullshit on a platform where all we do is spit facts. Damn, girl, could you have fucked up anymore?
You know, not only is Penny Fairy a great awareness creator, he's also my friend. So to use his name to send money to beggars and scammers is absolutely fucking absurd. He's a good creator. He has a good heart. He does a lot of good on this app. And to use his name and shame it that way is really just pissing me off at this point. He is one of the best people that has brought awareness, and he's been here for a very long time. And yeah, I know you come out and you apologized for it and this and that. But then you came back and, started your shit again, saying that we edited photos and tried attacking my platform and discrediting us as awareness creators. He was in that box that night for the whole live. So don't come over here try to discredit us for doing what we're trying to do. We're trying to spread awareness about Jordan and her enablers, because enough is enough with Jordan. She's been on here long enough. She's gotten thousands upon thousands of dollars. And you're telling us that we're obsessed with her? That was the very first live we've ever did on Jordan Paul. We stayed away from her just because so many other people were bringing awareness on her. But we decided to come out and bring facts and expose enablers, and you had a huge problem with that for some unknown reason. Is it because you weren't getting attention? I mean, I don't understand.
I have searched and searched since she made that video cowardly and put it out against exposing Jordan Paul's account and this account. And I'm just curious, why didn't she take her own words? Why didn't she message somebody and be like, hey, dude, why are you putting out misinformation? And then we could have had this conversation on the back end. It doesn't make any sense to me that we sit around and we try to bring other people down, because see, the facts are, I don't have to like some other creators in what they do, but the facts still remain that they are bringing the facts. I don't like necessarily everything that I see over on the Reddit, but you know what? The majority of the people over on that Reddit are spitting facts, and they don't have to because it's a snark page. They can run rampant with whatever their thoughts and opinions are, but they are putting out screenshots of things that they see. They are putting receipts on things that they see. They put out questions. Do y'all see this? Did anybody see that? Did you guys see the same thing I saw? And they have a damn good discussion about it. When exposing Jordan Paul's streams, if somebody asks her to please click on a name, she clicks on the name. People go and message. There are people like Julian with the G, Kelly, Sherry, Hope, Melody Rose. Hundreds of people are messaging those who bring in the facts. Because the facts of the matter is there is nobody that makes Jordan Paul look worse than Jordan Paul, because all she does is lie. And then you went over to a guy in his pity, a dangerous gentleman, and you recruited him to put out misinformation on his platform about a dog. All that dude does is use his dogs for money, but he loves his animals and they are beautiful, beautiful animals. But now he looks like a dumbass on top of being dangerous and exploiting kindness, and you brought another one down. Can y'all hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
So my concern is this. Everybody does their own thing on their platforms. And all the things that are being done, whether we like it or not, because over here on this platform, once again, for the people who are just joining, we put out the facts. You make up your mind. We're not telling anybody what to do. You pay your own phone bill. Nothing we say over here has any reason to hurt anybody. When you run around and you say the right things every single time to get out of trouble on your own, and you throw your own people under the bus, there's a problem with you, not everybody else. When you walk into 10 rooms and there are a problem in 10 rooms, the common denominator is always you. Because remember, we treated you with kindness. There are hundreds of people who get messaged a day from the people over here in these boxes, in the chat, all over where people are being streamed. And there are many of them who amazingly don't know. They don't know the depth that Jordan Paul lies about everything. If her mouth is moving, she's lying. They don't know that. So imagine if somebody falls into your chat and you are spewing the putrid vitriol that you do. The putrid things that are coming out of your mouth, and they stick around because, well, A, it's drama, and two, they're just like, damn, these people running around here streaming Jordan just really hate Jordan. Well, again, they're not seeing the things that you've seen. They're not seeing the people that have been taken advantage of by Jordan Paul with her exploiting kindness. They don't know about all the things that Jordan has done.
You know, I see all the people saying we're not telling you to unfollow her. You can watch whoever you want to watch. You can follow whoever you want to follow. Just don't bring Penny Fairy's name into any shit. And don't say that we're lying and editing videos, because that's not happening. So 4K, watch what you do, because you're starting to sound like Glory. So with that being said, the Penny Fairy did not send Jordan any money to go live. I don't know who started that rumor, but it's not true. We are not sending Jordan any money to go live. We barely even just started covering her. We also do not edit any videos to make any creator look bad. So if any of you see any of that stuff going around about us or the Penny Fairy, please come to us, because we will absolutely set it straight and we will show proof. I'm sorry, sayings about who? Good Lord. Not the screenshot, Jordan. Good.
I thought I was on mute.
So we just want to put that out there that was not the Penny Fairy. That was actually Cotton 4K using the Penny Fairy's name and sending Jordan Paul money. If you don't believe that, the video is on my YouTube. The whole live is on my YouTube where we talk to her about it. So I would like, anybody, it's open to the public. Go check it out. It's right there. If we bring stuff out, it's because we've fact-checked it, just like we did with the video. We went straight to Nookie's YouTube. We always research everything. We will never put out anything. And if we do make a mistake, we will absolutely own it every time. Yes, all these lives will be on my YouTube.
So you see where the misinformation gets out of control? If somebody was new to the Jordan Paul verse and they didn't know, and they saw a screenshot or a video of somebody saying awareness creators are paying Jordan to go live so they can stream her and make money themselves, or just paying Jordan just for the shit show, the freak show, the things that would happen because they need the entertainment, they need content. And then all of a sudden they come across the only person that they might see streaming that day is Penny Fairy. So they already don't know the red flags. They already don't know to read the room. So then they come across that and they start putting 2 to 2 together, and then it's going to equal 19 because they don't know what we know. Because again, they haven't seen the hundreds of thousands of dollars that Jordan has gotten from good, kind-hearted people because they want to help someone.
Yes, we know Penny Fairy didn't give money. That's why we're clearing it up. We would never, we don't even accept gifts. So why the fuck would we pay anybody to go live? We don't stream either. We've never streamed. We are not paying anybody to go live. Penny Fairy's not paying anybody to go live. Go watch the 4K live on my YouTube and you will see where she was using the Penny Fairy's name. So if anybody has any questions about that, please inbox me. I will point you in the direction of where to go find everything you need to know. And if you see anybody saying that, please say something. Don't stand by and just let people say that about Penny Fairy or us, especially if you know it's not true. Because that's how misinformation keeps getting spread, is because people don't want to speak up about it.
Thank you guys for being here tonight. I am so sorry that it comes off rough. I just don't know any other way to say it. I have tried to be nice. We have tried to be accommodating. We invited her over in February to have a conversation. We tried to get it all out, and then it's always something. It is always some type of mess in my messages and Checkmate's messages. Birdie, Amber, we're getting messages that things are still continuing to happen. And just because you close a live down or you only have a certain amount of people in there 4K does not mean that all those people ride for you. When you hurt somebody, it hurts more than just one person. You can't run around here and knife somebody in the back thinking that they're going to be loyal to you just because you love bomb them. It does not work that way. There's no sense people busting their ass every day, the streamers that get on here and they stream out of their free time or when they have something, going on, and then they try to come over and stream for us because we can't get into that chat because we're getting blocked. And they click on names and they give us the information that we need to go and tell them. The research, the screenshots, the Reddit conversations and discussions that are being had. Because again, that Reddit page, they've got some good, strong people over there that are asking the right questions. Which alerts other people because that Reddit is open 24/7. It's sometimes easy when we message people to say, look, if you type Jordan Paul's name at the top of the TikTok search bar, or you type her name in at any internet search bar, or you can go over to the Reddit, which is open 24/7, and they're always inviting, go see the truth. They're not over there for clout. It's an anonymous name. All about Jordan. They're not going to steal you wrong. Anybody trying to profit off somebody's demise or downfall, or just because you don't like them, I don't even know how to compute that. Why try to trash people who are trying to help save somebody's life because she's got one foot in the grave? Because life is precious. Because you ran around here on a rant and said, why is everybody so obsessed about a lesbian on the internet? I don't know, 4K. Her life is precious. Maybe somebody has a brother or a sister or a wife or a cousin or a mother or a child that's going through addiction that they didn't reach in time. So tell me, why do they do it? It's none of your business why they do it, but don't go after them and try to attack them for trying to put out the truth and do the right thing. But for you to come over here and say that exposing Jordan Paul whenever she streams put up a screenshot of Rocky's ribs, or for to come over here and take a screenshot and say it was heavily edited when you know damn well we're not going to ever put out misinformation knowingly. And if we ever did, and it'd be a screw up, we would damn sure get up on this screen and say, I screwed up, I didn't do all my research, I take accountability, and we would put out the right information the moment we got it.
But that is also one thing about us. We don't just throw together a live in a matter of minutes. We put hours into this. We do multiple phone calls on Instagram. We research things. We crop things. We redact things. We do everything necessary to make sure we're putting out the right information. And do we make mistakes? I'm sure we have. But we would absolutely get up here in front of everybody and own those mistakes, because we would never want to put out misinformation about anybody. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, and we do it in our free time. So Cotton 4K, stop spreading misinformation. Stop trying to discredit us. It's not going to happen. If you want to get your views up, put the work in. Don't try to ride off of our fucking backs, because it's not going to happen for you. Because we are the people that will call it out every fucking time. Because I'm at the point where enough is enough. I'm tired of people coming at me for other people's shit, and I'm tired of people trying to ride off my fucking back and say I'm doing this and that wrong when I haven't. Stop using the Penny Fairy's name. And if you're sending fucking money to people to get them to go live, stop doing that too. Because you're only enabling them. You are now a fucking enabler. Penny Fairy is my friend. And I do care about him. And I do not want his reputation ruined by somebody like you.
She's got so many people over there that are good, solid people. And they're easily manipulated. They are easily, because someone is kind to them, because clearly in their life, someone is not kind to them. And I feel like when some of them message me, I feel sorry for them, because they're good people.
So we really just wanted to clear all of that up. All of the stuff that's being said about us, we're not doing. If we were doing it, it would, it would be clear. I mean, you would be able to fact check it in a minute. And the stuff that we're putting out, you can fact check. We've fact checked it. Even when people send us stuff, we always check it. We never just you go on their word. We always look it up multiple times. All of us, not just one of us, all of us. So with that being said, do we want to move on to the enablers?
Yes. I want to close this segment out, though, by exposing, will you play that clip one more time, please, as we close this out? And I just want to reiterate, we're not ever going to put out false information knowingly. Ever.
Hello, Granny Ann.
Do you want me to play it?
Yes,
ma'am.
please.
Thank
I
you.
had to take my microphone off.
Okay, thank you.
At least there's a decent breeze. At least there's a decent breeze.
Please remember that he didn't have a voice. That right there, that screenshot was his voice.
There's a decent breeze.
And like I said in the beginning of the live, if you notice, she looks and notices him in the camera. And in my opinion, she leans up to try to cover up the fact that the dog is skinny. That's my opinion. That's what it looks like to me. And I just want to say, if you don't follow Exposing the Truth 2.0, please do now. She's an amazing person that's been covering homemaking with PhD. We actually did a live on her a week or so, 2 weeks ago. It's also on my YouTube. She does streamer. Homemaking with PhD is a scammer with a lot of followers. She makes a lot of money off of people. She is a master manipulator.
Yes.
And Exposing covers her, and she does an excellent job at it. So please, if you haven't followed her, please follow her, support her streams, because she is trying to get awareness out about her. Exposing, I really appreciate you coming up here and doing this for me tonight. I know I contacted you last minute, but you have no idea how much I appreciate you.
Thank you, and I appreciate you so much.
Be sure to follow this account, you guys. That the lives that she is streaming, we need to get more people to stream, because this lady is one of the worst I've seen, taking advantage of people's kind hearts. And she does it. I think she gets a thrill out of it. She's hurting a lot of people. She's using things in their lives that hurt them against them when she wants to manipulate them for money and for their loyalty. Thank you, Exposing.
Thank you. Have a good
Exposing,
night.
you're more than welcome to stay up. You don't have to drop, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do. But we are going to continue with Jordan Paul.
Okay. I'll stay in the box for a little bit, but you might see me check out.
Okay.
All right,
Exposing,
thank you so much.
Will you comment so they can click on your name? Since the gifts are off, it's hard for them to click your name since it's long.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like I said, if y'all don't follow her, please do. She's really trying to, expose this lady, and she's doing an excellent job at it.
How do I take off my camera?
You just have to go to the little two people. There you go.
There. Thank you.
Oh, Birdie did it for you. Look at our little Birdie.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, with that being said, we're going to put Birdie up in the big box because she's going to be showing all of the screenshots tonight. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the other part of the live. I'm sorry the first part took so long, but it was important to be said. So thank you all for sticking in here with us tonight. Don't forget to tap the screen, share the live, repost it, put it on your story, get people in here, y'all. Welcome in, Glory.
So the first screenshot, if you would put up, is Well, let me say this before we start and put the screenshot up. I want everybody to know that being here, when people come in, they're looking for, just anything Jordan Paul. And like we said in the very first live, since this is part 2, we're not going to be able to tell you anything that you guys don't already know. You guys are the subject matter experts in this. We go, we research, we bring it to you so you can make up your own minds and take it out into the community. We don't body shame. We don't bully. We're not going to stalk. There's no reason in that. We just want you guys to have the information, the right information, where to go find it so you can spit the facts. That's it. You guys are the ones that are putting and busting your butts. Anybody that's not over here that is streaming, that is sending messages, like Jada with a J, Kelly, Hope, all of you are the ones. And because I don't say your name, don't think that you don't get seen, because believe me, you guys, I see you. Even in the times that I'm able to get into Jordan's chat to go and look for enablers, you guys messaged me and I just entered. I didn't say a word. That's some severe dedication, because you guys are the subject matter experts. You guys are the ones putting in the work on your free time. You're amazing. And don't think that just because she's getting her money is a bad thing. It has taken Jordan longer and longer to get her money because you guys are doing that. You guys are the ones that's making that successful. It is no one person, no one creator. That's on you. That's you guys doing that. And I hope you take pride in that, because you are helping a precious life. Jordan's life is precious. Everyone's life is valuable. Even the one that doesn't have a voice, with 4 legs in that room, that shakes uncontrollably sometimes because he's uncomfortable. You hear it. You can hear it in the background when he shakes. He's uncomfortable. So you can't get mad at the people that are in the chat who are wanting to listen, because if they truly are here to dismantle something that's good, then they're not really here with the message of don't bully, don't stalk, don't body shame, don't name call. Because if they're in here to disrupt that, then they're really not for that. That's not their cause, clearly. So let them listen. Checkmate has already given the go-ahead. If they get out of control, then you make up your own mind. I'm going to say some things that people aren't going to like tonight, because I feel like maybe some information was given out where people don't really know where to go. And again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You pay your own phone bill. But when people like Cherish, who go into the awareness chats, and you guys, the ones sending the messages, putting in your free time after you put your kids down, after you feed the kids, clean up the table, get home from work, put your feet up, you guys are the ones that are messaging people. So when people like Cherish, who stroll into the chats, and you said, hello, Cherish is here, and Cherish is a mod for a guy in his pity, that dangerous gentleman who is exploiting his animals and taking advantage of kind-hearted people for their money, and they get told to hush. We know, get over it. She's great. She's wonderful. I'm sorry, because that's not the case. Cherish, less than 31 days ago, was sharing her Cash App with Jordan to be able to get money on her Cash App to send to Jordan. So when she gets up in boxes and she says all the right things, but she's doing something opposite, please watch the actions. Actions speak louder than words. If you say one thing and do another, and you're not apologetic for it, and you don't really stand on business, because see, people make mistakes, and when they apologize for them and then they continue a pattern, that's manipulation. But when somebody does something and they apologize for it and they don't do it, or they damn sure try hard not to do it again, that's when you know they truly are apologetic and they screwed up. People are not infallible. We're humans. If you guys ever felt disrespected from any of the chats that
I'm
you've
sorry,
been
hold
in,
on a second, please. Anybody that's in here saying negative comments, just let them be. Don't give them attention. The mods have been advised not to block anybody, so they're going to say whatever they want to say. Just ignore them. Don't give them the attention they're trying to get. They're just trying to derail the live, and it's not going to happen. We don't get derailed very easily, so just let them. If it gets too out of hand, the mods know that they can mute them for the entire live. Thank you. I'm sorry.
oh, good, you're good. I want you guys to know that our DMs are always open. If you're getting told to be disregarded for the hard work that you do with the messages that you send out and that your comments are not important, or that you've seen an enabler in an awareness chat, it's okay to talk amongst each other, talk to each other, tell me, tell anybody on the panels. Just communication is our biggest tool. If it wasn't for you guys, and you don't even have to be, if you're on the outside, if you're watching a replay, you guys are the ones that are important. So what you say to us is valuable. Don't get dismissed. It's okay. And if you ever felt dismissed anywhere, like the messages that I've been receiving, I'm sorry. It shouldn't have been that way. I want you to take this information and use it for how you want to use it. Cherish, 31 days ago, was letting Jordan use her Cash App. She is in awareness lives. She's in a lot of awareness lives, but she is still a mod for A Guy in His Pity. And last night, when A Guy in His Pity's numerous charges have been shown, she was in that live, saying all the right things, and she was in his live saying, I'm going to block them all. They're jealous. You're such a good guy, Ty. Thank you for the gift when I went live about my nail business. Right, Cherish? Gotta hawk those nails. You'll hear some other names that are going to sound familiar too, that are interested in some clout chasing whenever they go in and give Jordan Paul some money, because they think that's going to be some easy clout, that people will get lots of followers so they can hawk their nails. Sell those nails. Let's go live. Let's make a name for ourselves on the back of someone who is struggling with a vice that must be so hard to get off of. Because remember, everybody's got a brother, a sister, a loved one, a friend, somebody in their life that's been touched by addiction.
If y'all can't see this, you're more than welcome to screenshot it, blow it up, and read it. I know it's hard to see, but there's no way to be able to get it in a full screenshot so you guys can tell that we're not, editing or, taking anything out, so you can get it in full view. So if you want to screenshot anything we put up, you're more than welcome to.
Congratulations, Belladonna. Good job. Those of you putting in your recovery dates, congratulations. Stay strong. And we put out these screenshots just like this for you guys. So we don't want it to be edited. It's the best thing that we can do. There's some that we have to blow up and cut so you guys can see it a little bit when I speak to it, but we're going to always try to put out the whole thing so you can screenshot it and blow it up. Now, I'm not telling you Cherish is bad. I am telling you to please consider using caution. She is still currently a mod, and as of last night, was saying, this dude right here, who's making hundreds of thousands of dollars off the backs of kind-hearted people, that he's great. Thank you for the gift. I respect you. And please make sure you open the message that I sent.
She was actually going back and forth from live to live, and I was actually in one of those lives that she was going back and forth with, where she was in that awareness live. I don't even know if they're awareness. They were streaming. She was going back and forth from a guy in his pity to that live and playing both sides. I seen it with my own eyes. Fallon was in one live and I was in the other live, and we were screenshotting all of it. So everybody telling Cherish, oh, you're such a good person and you're this and that. No, ma'am, she was playing in your faces. Absolutely playing in your faces. Because she was over there in his live telling him that she was going to block everybody. She was over in another live telling everybody how she changed and she's seen Jordan for who she is. But let's not forget that less than 30 days ago, maybe around 30 days ago, she was the one who gave Jordan her Cash App so Jordan could receive everybody's money. So Cherish is an enabler, 100%. She knows who these people are. And she's playing in everybody's face, but not ours, because we see it for what it is, and we're going to call it exactly what it is. She is an enabler.
And I don't want anybody to think that we come down on these hard on these enablers, because the thing is that some of the strongest, best, solid messaging people, like New Mexico Nana and Just Janet, are people who gave money and were scammed and screwed over by these beggars and scammers and came over here and told their stories. And then they message people who are would-be enablers or people who've been previously scammed so they could go and report the PayPal for being scammed. The good Lord put those people in our path, and those are good, solid people. But then you have people who come over and they say, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, because they want your clout. They want you to follow them, get your follow, to get your people, your contacts, your traction. So some of them know what they're doing right out the gate.
And Cherish knows exactly what she's doing when she's coming over to the awareness people or the streamers, whatever you want to call yourself, getting in their boxes and getting all of those followers to follow her. And then she's going over and modding for somebody that's taking thousands upon thousands of dollars just in the last few months from people. And then turned around and said that he donated $20,000. But he's homeless and he needs money? Make it make sense, y'all.
They were showing his mugshots, his numerous, not his couple, not his few, his numerous mugshots and his jacket. It was lined up like an Excel spreadsheet. And she was over there with her, running back and forth. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And the only thing that we're guilty of over here, it looks like an Excel spreadsheet. The only thing that we're guilty of over here is being protective of you guys, because I know how hard you work. I see it. I see what you guys do. Even the streamers who are streaming and are learning as they go. They're still part of some type of education about these beggars, scammers, and those exhibiting bad behavior. So the only thing we're guilty of over here, if anybody wants to say we're being mean to these enablers, and that's not the way to get enablers to turn their minds into thinking that they're enablers, I just want you to be protected. You work too hard. I see what you do. We all do. Everybody in this chat, the people on the panels, you're busting your butt for your free time that could be with your family. I saw a heartbreaking video just before we went live, and I can't think of her name. I should have wrote it down, and I didn't. She was talking about how she spends an exuberant amount of time on TikTok, and she has so many hours that she was regretting that she was watching drama and beggars and scammers, and that she regretted it. And my heart hurt for her. But there are some people out here who, when we're sitting at the hospital and we're getting our infusions like I do every day, or we're on our lunch breaks like Checkmate is, or Birdie at the courthouse, or Amber out, doing her chores, whatever we're on our free time, taking our downtime to do, a little bit to try to help, to get some information to bring to you guys so you can do what you do on your free time. But it broke my heart to hear her say that she spends so much time on TikTok with some drama and these beggars and scammers that she's not going to do it anymore. My heart hurt for her, but there's still people out here who have things that they're doing and on their downtime to preoccupy their minds from what they're doing just to get, because I'll do anything to get my mind off of what I'm sitting there getting in my veins every day. So I'll do it on TikTok trying to help somebody. Because I can't go to the Boys and Girls Club. I can't go sit and volunteer at a nursery. I can't go to a school and kick it with those kids over there and do story time at the library because I have to be stuck in that chair. But then there's some people who can't get out or that are bedridden, or some people who are too sick to leave their homes. There are some people who are afraid to leave their homes, so they're on TikTok and they're trying to help us. But if you are like that person who wants to spend less time doing beggars, scammers, and enablers, type whatever your thing is in the top of the TikTok search bar and go find some more people that you love to be around, because I love that you guys accepted me to sit with you and do this and hopefully prevent somebody from giving too much money to Jordan so she gets too much of something or something bad off the street, so she can become a testimony to somebody else who is struggling as badly as she is, to put her face in this camera and lie every day for other people's money and not give a damn about it. So don't ever feel unappreciated. Don't ever feel like you aren't part of something, because you are. You're not body shaming. You're not stalking. You're not naming names. You're not bullying. Thank you.
And just remember, when Cherish is up in a box and she's playing people's faces, she is a mod for a guy in his pity. She is telling everybody that she's going to block them, and then she's coming over here and she's telling everybody, she feels so dumb for enabling Jordan when she's still doing it. So don't let any of these people play in your faces. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly who these people are. So call it out. Say something. At the end of this live, we're going to show you a way to report PayPal. So please stick around, because there's actually a phone number that you can call. When you call this phone number, they're going to give you a website to report. So please stick around till the end of the live to hear that information. And this has actually come from somebody that's well known in the community that sent it to me. And we're going to give you all the opportunity to have the same information that we were given.
Okay. Bertie, if you will put up the sisters.
The more you guys respond to Glory in the comments, the more fuel you're giving her. If you ignore her, just let her say whatever she wants to say. Anything she has to say is irrelevant at this point, because she goes into multiple scammers and beggars' lives and does all kinds of things. So just let her. If she gets too out of hand, the mods know exactly what to do.
This is the sisters. The last 2 times that Jordan was on, the day before, this is Myrtle the Turtle. And then her @ is Myrtle LA Turtle. I messaged them both. They chose not to open it. Anna opened it and just left me on red. So I guess she wanted to let me know exactly the time she didn't give a rip. But that's okay. But Anna sent Jordan $10. But then guess what? She got blocked. She donated $10 and got blocked. So her sister went in the next day, Myrtle, and said, "Can you unblock my sister?" That you'll have to screenshot it because I didn't want it to look edited. Screenshot it and blow it up so you can see it for yourselves. Guess what the sisters do, y'all? They both have agencies. They battle and they sell nails. One is from the Just Toxic Orphans Family Agency. And the other one Lone Star.
I was wondering why there was a dramatic pause.
I dropped my notebook.
I was like, what the heck is going on?
I dropped the notebook.
Sorry, y'all. We're not as well put together as we would like to be all the time.
Normally.
I thought we were just doing it for dramatics, but carry on.
Never. I can't do the dramatics. I don't have the wherewithal for that. Okay. So again, they have reposted awareness videos on their pages. So you also follow awareness creators. I'm so confused as to why. If you want clout, go somewhere else and get it. Don't do it on the backs of somebody who's struggling with active addiction. Go somewhere else. I can't even imagine if I had a loved one who was struggling with a vice and you go over and you give her money to play in her face. Despite the fact that I don't like what Jordan's behavior is. She's still a human being, and I don't think that she needs to be two-faced. No one needs to be playing in her face just to play with her like she's a puppet. She needs that money, she thinks, for her fix. But why is it that people who are looking for clout run over there at, what is it? Were they going to get on the phone with each other and be like, yeah, I'm going to go over so I can have some entertainment and throw her a little chump change so we can both. But I donated to her and I got blocked. Oh, it's okay. I'll go donate to her so she can get you unblocked. And then we can have a good old time watching her and like make fun of her. What the fuck? That's not even, that's nowhere in the realm of a good deed. You're giving money to somebody so you can watch them struggle? Why? You know, we talked in the very first live about the differences, the levels of enabling. Some people are doing it because they want to see her foam at the mouth. God forbid. And that hurts my heart to even say. But Timothy and 50 Shades, they want that. Jason, they want that. They want to see that live. Then there's some that just want to be in the middle of everything. The pick me. Because that's the only type of attention they get. And then you have people who truly think that they are trying to help. And then you see people who are like, I'm going to stand on business because there should be no body shaming, no stalking, no name calling, no, but you're not over here trying to make it any better. Because I haven't gotten any messages saying, hey Fallon, how can you help me bring some awareness to some things that shouldn't be happening? I haven't gotten messages from those particular people that you see every day saying, how are we going to make this better? How can I help you make this better? Because I damn sure would stand next to you and say, yeah, this isn't right. How can I help? If you're truly in it for the right reasons, if you're truly in it to help people. But if we're in here to be toxic, I'm not down with that. None of us will be. Because I've seen people who message work too hard and put their heart and souls in it. Some people get so upset, they're like, I have to take a couple of days off. And this is the perfect time for us to say, I want to reiterate what Checkmate said in the first live. If you start to hate something or hate somebody to where you think that you are actively hating somebody, walk away, please. It's not good for your mental health at all. When you start thinking this is work or this is something that you have to do because you hate somebody, please walk away, because you're not doing anybody any good and you're damaging your soul.
Not to mention, when you start to hate them, you're going to start doing things that you wouldn't have done before. And you really don't want to get to that point, right? You don't want to start, going real live and damaging your credibility and your integrity because somebody's asking for money on the app. It's really not worth it. Because on this app, that's all you have, your credibility and your integrity. And once that's gone, you lose everything. You have nothing left. So don't damage that because of a scammer or beggar. Because when you lose it, and many people have, you're never going to get that back. Hello, Athena. I'm sorry, Fallon, go ahead.
No worries. There's a new name that I've noticed in the awareness community, and I want to give her a shout out because she is as hardworking as the rest of you guys. She is as hardworking as Hope and Jillian and Jada and Melody Rose and Kelly Givens. Her name's Mickey. It's Mikki. And I don't know if it's a name change, but it's just one that I've started to notice. Girl, if you're out there or you're watching a repeat, thank you for your comments, your repost, and the messages you're sending to people. She's on fire because, again, I just scrolled into somebody's chat and got a message. And she was telling people, look this person up. This is what's going on. And if you need any more further information, please let me know. And she'll message you where to find it. And there's so many of you that are doing it. Just because I don't say your name, don't think we don't see you, because we do. We see the videos that you guys make. We see the effort in which you're trying to put out the truth. So please don't ever feel like you are not seen. And that is the most beautiful souls on this app that I have seen with people with the messaging, the messages to me, the messages that you're putting out with just your videos, putting out her words. I don't care if I see the same video of the same clip with Jordan saying the same exact words that she always says on her script. You guys put your spin on it in a way that it's interesting, and it shows that all she does is get up on here and beg and lie. And it's important that everybody sees that. I don't care if you're scrolling 15 videos. The way that you guys put your spin on these videos with her words, chef's kiss. Stay on fire. Those that are streaming and when they're in the chat and they are saying, can you click on that name? Thank you. There's one out there that doesn't even get asked. She's streaming and she clicks on the name so you can just automatically see it. And whoever's in her chat is actively going out and messaging. And then when she doesn't think that people are seeing it, she says, hey, can somebody go message Lauren? So can somebody go message Joe? Can somebody go get Anna? And they're off to the races. I don't know how we perfect that, but those of you who are out here doing the things that you're doing, becoming the subject matter experts on whoever it is, thank you. Sherry has a notepad in her phone where she writes out who the beggar, the scammer, or the bad behavior is. If it's Jordan Paul, if it's Tim and Angela, whoever it is, she writes down a few just top hit notes of what they've done recently, where they can go find those videos. Type it in the name of the TikTok search bar. She's so kind about it. She copy and she paste it and it's off. She's got 100 people messaged before 15 minutes is up. That's right, making memories. Research is key. Hope sends me screenshots all day long. And I just continue to see those names because there's people out here that don't see what you see. When I go over to the Reddit, there's some things there that I didn't even know was happening, and it gives me a reminder to go and look for it. Oh shit, yeah, I need to go over there and see what I could find. Or I missed this clip and they've got it. It's kind of hard to refute Jordan's own words. You can't say that Reddit's over there with an opinion when it's Jordan's clip, it's her words. Wherever you find the information, vet it for yourself. You see the clip, you see it's her words. You can go find its source, just like we did with the dog and the ribs. That takes time. So when we go so hard about enablers, it's because we're protective of your time, we're protective of you. Because that 30 seconds that I could have saved Hope or Kelly or Sherry, I want that time to go back into messaging new people who are just scrolling into that chat who have no idea who Jordan Paul is and the horrible things that she has said and done to good, kind-hearted people.
Yeah, you're gonna get cussed out. You're gonna get blocked. It's all gonna happen. All those things are gonna happen. But still taking the time to message them, at least you tried, right? So they know now. There's no way that they can say that they don't know, because once you tell them that she's been scamming and begging for this many years, and really save your money and give it to a local charity or whatever, they've been messaged, they've known, and I'm sure many other people have messaged them also. So then they know exactly what Jordan's doing, or Carl, or whoever it may be that they're messaging. They can't come back and say, well, they didn't know. Because when we call them out, we're going to say, well, Hope messaged you, and Mark messaged you, and Jessica messaged you. How do you not know? When they told you to put her name in the search bar, and you just chose not to, and just blindly give your money to anybody on the app? I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I work hard for my money. My job is difficult. I don't want to just give it away freely. So all the work that y'all put in, it doesn't go unrecognized, because y'all are amazing. Without you guys, we couldn't be doing what we're doing either. Because a lot of the enablers get shared to us. We don't automatically see them. A lot of the ones that we talk about, they're multiple, they go into multiple scammers and beggars' lives, so we see them a lot. Because we're not just going to call somebody out for doing it one time. Probably not even 2 times. It's multiple. It's a pattern. We've seen it time after time after time again. That's when we're going to call it out. Be kind, be nice, be thoughtful when you message them. You don't have to be rude to them, because some of them don't know. But also, don't waste your time on people like Cherish, or who is the other ones? My mind is just blank. Whoever the ones that you see over and over and over again.
Yep.
Kindness is going to get you a lot farther than being mean and hateful to people. So always be kind when you're messaging them. Tammy. Lord, not Tammy. Yeah, Navy Life is another one. I mean, she gives Jeff money. She's gave multiple scammers money, beggars. Not just scammers, but beggars. Be kind and rewind. Sunshine, get out of here.
And that's another thing I do get confused about is, with people like Dysfunctional Mama, she has reposted awareness creators. She follows awareness creators. She has commented, actively participating in the awareness community, but she's over there playing in Jordan's face. I don't think that I would ever allow somebody to come over here and play in y'all's faces. Kind of like with Tammy. Like, people got a little bit upset because they were like, man, you were really harsh on Tammy. I was upset because she was playing in y'all's faces, going into awareness creators' lives, and people were trying to talk to her, and she was being misleading, is the easiest word that I can say.
She
She was
was
telling
lying.
them,
We're just gonna call it what it is. She's a liar. Tammy is a liar.
okay, yes, a liar.
Passive aggressively, she is a liar.
Yes. Telling people it's a fake account, which granted, there are fake accounts out there of her, but she was using that to play in people who are good, solid, loyal people's faces and telling them that's not me when it absolutely was her. So being protective is not a crime. And wanting to be protective of your time and your hard work is, if we're guilty of something, that's what we're guilty of. Because I see everything that's being done. I see the tags. When you guys go and you find a video that is a good, solid video that shows somebody that put some effort into her words, or they took her words and put them all together for you so you didn't have to go and search, that's hard work.
Hold on
And
a
you
minute.
guys,
We just got flagged for harassment and bullying. If we go down, we are going to go to Checkmate 3.0. We just got flagged for harassment and bullying, so I'll give you guys a few seconds to go follow that account, because if we go down, we will be going over there. So with that being said, could you all please tap the screen and save the live as much as you possibly can?
speaking of which, I think, can you see the light come in here? Can you see the light? Will you comment an emoji so everyone can go and follow you? And if they haven't reposted the last couple of videos that you've posted, please go and repost her video. Repost the hell out of it. Make it your stories, please. And thank you for the videos you're pumping out. Keep up the amazing work you're doing. There she is right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we're gonna last up here much longer, so
Okay.
please go follow that other account. If we go down, we're gonna go there immediately. It's
The
one of my
TikTok shop.
backups. Yeah, one of my backups. It doesn't have but maybe like 1,000 followers, so it's that one. If you can go find it, and we'll continue over there. Sunshine's actually putting it down in the comments.
TikTok shop sells notebooks.
Lots of them, purple ones. And I'm so sorry that we had to interrupt that, but I don't know. How do we get flagged? But they just get to sit up there mindlessly asking for money. It fucking blows my mind. Thanks, Blast. You're such a pal. He said I've been reporting it for 5 minutes. Hope it helps. All right, I got you. All right, y'all, we're gonna continue. So just so you know, we go down, we're gonna go over there. Thank you, Penny Fairy. Appreciate you.
I know that you hear a lot of us a lot of times tell you thank you for what you're doing. We try to figure out, there are people out there on all levels of the enabling. The vile ones, the ones who want to see something happen, the ones who don't know. But I want to touch for a second on those enablers that come in here and they think that they know everything. They think that they know that we are over here just to hurt somebody, to damage their reputation. And I want you to know that the only way to combat that is to always tell the truth. Because the moment that you don't tell the truth, they're going to exploit that and they're going to use it and make it a vice of your own. The only way to do that is to make sure you do your own research. So anything you hear from us over here, yes, we vet it. Yes, we spend time putting it together. But ultimately, it is on you as the creator on what you want to believe, what you want to do. We're not telling anybody what to do. I just want you to please consider that some of the things that we say, we've seen it. We'll tell you where to go find it. And if you need a follow-up, message us. because that means if you didn't understand it, others didn't. And maybe someone else is too afraid or timid to ask. And then we'll do a follow-up. When we go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we can always segue into, hey, we had a follow-up message and we wanted to cover it. And then there are people that stroll into that chat and they hear her say, guys, I don't want to be stuck outside. And they truly believe her. Those are not enablers. Those are people who truly did not know. Those are people who just scrolled into the chat because of the people like Tammy who are clicking the like button like her life depends on it to get the FYP hopping and new blood comes in. That is the reason that she resets so many times. So don't attack them in the comments. Don't attack them in the messages and say, you're an enabler and you're about to be posted. It's not like that. You need to see them more than one time, or they need to tell you to kick rocks in your messages back before they get posted on any pages. They're not an enabler until they've been shown the proof. There are some names that you see all the time. Dysfunctional Mama, Anna, LaShawn, they know. Post them. Talk about them. Dysfunctional Mama, she talks about in her bio how she's sick. And she doesn't like bullies, but yet she is a self-professed bully herself on her page. She's got a video and says, I bullied the bullies. But she cares about mental health, y'all. How can that be? How can you go bully somebody not knowing where their mindset is? You don't know what kind of day they're having. You don't know if it's the last day that they were contemplating something. Because remember, I always tell you guys, there are some people out here that only are here because they have responsibilities in their real life. They don't want to be here. They've got kids to feed, animals to feed. So you don't know what's going on in their real lives. So attack somebody in their messages, but not know where their head is. And they thought that, given this $5, even though this $5 could be the last $5 Jordan gets, they didn't know. So when we talk about patterns, this is the patterns that we're looking for. If there's anybody out there who has that feeling that you're not important to be here and that the only reason you're here is because of your animals and because of your kids, please think again, because you are somebody's everything. And 988 is always available. So there's always something to be living here for. And you couldn't possibly be any more important for just being here in this chat, even if you're not clicking like, even if you're not commenting and you're just actively listening. Because people over here accepted me when I didn't know a damn thing about a beggar or a scammer.
Okay,
I just came over here for the drama.
We're going to switch accounts because I just got another harassment and bullying. So we're going to Checkmate 3.0 before I get a ban. Because if I get a ban, I'm going to lose this whole recording of this live.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, y'all. We're going over to Checkmate 3.0. See y'all over there.
Bye.